The large carriers of old were designed to be capable of maintaining 70 to 80 aircraft at a time. However, it's only on rare occasion these days that calls for the need for so many aircraft. So the nature of the carrier's mission has greatly changed. That's right. Another change to accommodate the world of objects.
Captain, we appreciate your assistance on this operation.
Of course. It's a nice change of pace for us to have the opportunity to move a landing ship. The days of overseeing delivery of aircraft to battlefields are over. Now our primary duty is facilitating the maintenance of objects at sea, and to provide security and defense during those repairs, of course. The world is certainly a different place than the one I came up in.
Whoa!
You can't get any work done clinging to your safety line with both hands. What's the point of climbing up here if all you're gonna do is whine?
What do you expect? We're so high up and the scaffolding's shaky! And why am I the only person bothering to wear a safety line?
Cause there's no reason to attach your safety line unless you're in actual danger.
I don't see how this is a skill that a future designer needs. What's that up there?
Oh, that. It's a mini fridge and a microwave. They're going in the cockpit.
A fridge and a microwave? Wait, no fair! The only rations we get look like erasers! But now the princess gets to eat casseroles and hamburgers and fried chicken?
It's perfectly fair. The course of the battle depends on the power of her concentration, so call it professional courtesy.
But that means the princess can heat up some fried chicken whenever she feels like it, and eat fried chicken anytime she wants fried chicken! Fried chicken!
So, care to tell me about this enemy you're in pursuit of?
Sure. We're after the Mass Driver Foundation. I imagine the name should ring a bell.
It's life and death just doing maintenance. By the way, what's the Mass Driver Foundation?
Context clues, dude. They're a corporation of fat cats with the best mass driver construction tech in the world.
Relacia sure is taking this seriously. She's putting more time than usual into the logistics. Are they really that dangerous?
Well, it's a tangled-up political mess in a lot of ways.
Why are you sunbathing in your combat suit?
Keep explaining.
Oh, right. They used to be part of the capital enterprise focused on the rate business. But recently, they started investing their capital like crazy in cutting-edge companies. Ones that were conducting promising R&D on technology required for mass drivers.
In case you're not familiar with mass drivers, they're like giant railguns aimed straight toward the stars. But instead of ammo, they fire shuttles and containers up into orbit. It's supposedly more efficient than space shuttles.
Yep.
That suit looks hot. So, why is this Mega Ridge Foundation our enemy? None of that sounds out of the ordinary.
Well, they basically went rogue. They rebelled and broke off from the capital enterprise. The whole thing was handled like a coup d'etat.
They're apparently executing a massive stealth migration of their people to keep the capital enterprise government from seizing their assets.
And it's rumored they've got their own objects stashed away somewhere, which would make them ready to wage war.
Okay, but why would they even bother?
It's the result of a simple tech adoption skirmish.
And what does that mean?
The shuttle's expensive to operate. To solve that massive cost issue, people have been looking for a suitable replacement for a long time. The two options that were deemed the most viable were the mass driver method and the orbital elevator method, which utilizes laser technology. Trouble was,
The capital enterprise ended up going with the orbital elevator.
the Mass Driver Foundation panicked. They tried to get the intelligence unit and the Faith organization to adopt their tech, but the capital enterprise interfered. There's no way in hell they were gonna let other world powers profit from their own homegrown technology.
So they boxed them in on all sides.
I guess they were feeling kinda claustrophobic because they blew their top. These guys don't negotiate. It's likely to be an all-out war, and it won't be easy for us. I'd recommend preparing yourself as much as possible.
Then I'm gonna have to get me some fried chicken.
Come on, I'm talking to you about a potential war here, and all you can think about is fried chicken?
What? Think about it! Are you telling me you don't want a hot, crunchy, greasy drumstick battered to perfection? With just a bit of lemon for zest?
Cut it out! You know I love lemon zestiness! Oh, what have you done? I can feel the craving taking hold!
Then go get some.
Huh?
This carrier that we're on, the Charlemagne, had its 15th anniversary today. There's all kinds of food left over from the big celebration party they had.
We're too late! The party's already over, man!
Not so fast, Quenzer. There's not much, but there's still food.
Nice!
It's cold.
Don't you judge us!
Too late for that. I should have known you'd sniff out the food.
She always beats us to the good food. I guess just add that to the list of reasons to follow her around. Time to eat! Right!
Nuggets! They've only got nuggets? Damn, it's so close!
That still counts as fried chicken, right?
I want bone-in, not processed lumps!
If you want fried chicken, there's some right here.
Oh, Miss Felicia! You are the best! Yum! It's gotten cold and a little bit too soggy from the juice, but it's still delicious. I wish there was some lemon zestiness, but hey, I'm not complaining.
Hey, you know pole dancing? Like how strippers dangle from a pole?
Well, that really came out of nowhere. Why the hell did you bring that up?
Do you know how it works?
Well, yeah. It's pretty simple. They just wrap around the pole and contort.
No, that's not what I meant.
If you want specifics, the body's basically held in whatever position you want by the friction between the brass pole and the person's skin. To give you an example, it goes
Oh, wow!
a little like this.
That's incredible! How did you get so good at doing that?
There's been a few victory parties after some successful missions where I had to display a hidden talent. Also, the soldiers on site seem to get more motivated whenever I do this. You're normally supposed to do it with bare legs, though.
Yeah, but the stockings ain't too bad.
Watching her wrap herself around a pole like that, she could be wearing a potato sack for all I care.
Our princess over there is not too shabby with the pole either.
What?
I can try.
Oh man, with her slender frame,
It'll be a completely different viewing experience than with Felicia.
what the hell? This is not how it's supposed to work!
Here's a question. What is the Mass Driver Foundation getting out of this? Why the hell would they try to hijack a satellite from a probe robot in Antarctica to attack a vacation resort on the moon?
I was planning to cover this in the briefing we have scheduled, but now is fine. They were targeting the Capital Enterprise Major General at the resort. He was in charge of overseeing their military satellites and stations. And he was a staunch advocate for laser-driven orbital elevators instead of mass drivers.
They were looking for payback?
This all sounds like one big power struggle within the Capital Enterprise. Wouldn't it be better if the legitimate kingdom didn't get involved?
Well, that's not really an option. The Foundation is in the middle of a massive migration effort. They're frantically hightailing it to the Iguazu region of South America.
If I remember correctly, there's a legitimate kingdom space science base there. And our launch system is the laser method.
Yep, and the last thing that we need is them targeting us like the lunar resort.
So this war is about protecting ourselves.
All there is to it. Prepare to commence Iguazu Region beach landing. Your objective, annihilate the Mass Driver Foundation, which we expect to make an inland incursion.
Time to move out, Quinther. We've got to wait for the princess to lock down the coastline. Then it's our turn.
Have we got any intelligence confirming the Mass Driver Foundation's object yet?
We were able to confirm a giant shadow, but it could be a dummy, like in Oceania.
Okay, but we do have their location, right?
Honestly, we're uncertain on that. The Andes Mountains have an elevation of over 6,000 meters, and they're filled with mines, too. The southeast trade winds coming off the Pacific are crazy this year, and there's mineral dust drifting inland with the clouds.
Which is the long way of saying that our satellites aren't really much use to us.
Well, wherever they are, it's important to keep in mind that the mass drivers are built to shoot into orbit. We cannot let their main guns score a direct hit.
And what is she expecting us to do?
Oh, you'll want to be prepared for the secondary shockwaves as well. Do what you can to guard your ears and internal organs.
It's been a while. Major Frolecia Capistrano.
Well, look at this.
Say, Havia, why can't we just stand by at sea for a change?
Seriously? The battlefield is inland. How can the Princess land if the tech team doesn't take those floats off?
I guess there's no getting out of it then.
I am bored out of my mind.
Waiting's better than killing, right?
No, waiting for you people is killing me. Hey, Quenther. Are you still trying to decide on your object research topic? How about you come up with some new propulsion method that lets you move from land to sea without exchanging parts?
Jeez, sounds like the princess is in a pissy mood, huh?
I just got a request to take part in a mock battle. Well, it was more of an order than a request. They're holding it in Normandy 1 month from now.
Oh, right in the heart of the legitimate kingdom. Should be a good performance, right?
Not if you're the designated fall guy. Have either of you ever heard of the Bright Hopper?
Think so. It was pitched as the legitimate kingdom's next cutting-edge object, right? It's supposed to be equipped with an intensive array of laser beam weaponry. Are you saying that it's been completed?
Not only that, but the elite pilot is the eldest son of a prominent noble. What's the problem? You just gotta fight sloppy and take a dive, right?
It's not that simple. If I lose that easily, the media will analyze the numbers on the spec sheets and say that the baby Magnum should have been able to put up more of a fight.
Oh, wow. Setting you up to fail.
And in front of everyone. I'm thinking about changing it up. And at the last minute, fighting as hard as I can. Scan of pertinent area complete. Metal detected at multiple points throughout the mountains.
Wait, did you say multiple points?
Come in, baby Magnum. This is the Charlemagne. Our analytic reports show the mountains contain large deposits of iron ore. Something to consider in your assessment.
So that's what's showing. But how do I know?
Our current satellite feeds haven't found any sign of armored vehicles or infantry in the area.
You heard the man.
But are you sure?
We've got the go-ahead, so we're going ahead.
How about this? If you're so positive the metal being detected isn't a hidden barrage of gun batteries, then you'll have no problem making a Bavarian cream mold of your boobs if you're wrong. In a live presentation, of course.
No response. Looks like the coast really is clear.
I'm holding you to that Bavarian cream mold if it's not.
Quit clogging the channel with chit-chat.
I'm giving the go-ahead based on the princess's report. All personnel, take the hydrofoils to the shore. Construct the base zone. Remove the floats from the object for inland maneuvers.
See those flashes up there?
Bavarian cream!
Why are you celebrating? We're getting shot at, you dumbass! This sucks!
A little help, princess? Continue to make for sure. You'll be just fine as long as you don't die.
Did you hear that sadistic glee? It's almost like she gets off on ordering us to die!
And you seem to get off on her giving you that order, so you two really would make the perfect couple.
So you think any of this heavy firepower is coming from the Mass Driver Foundation's object?
Nah, it's probably just like Antarctica, where they're using spare object guns mounted on the slopes.
No electromagnetic readings or human heat sources, so there's no threat of civilian casualties.
You're clear to blast those mountains to hell!
How's it okay to blow away a foreign shore we've got no jurisdiction over?
Yeah, who is the Iguazu territory affiliated with?
They're unaffiliated. It's one of those weird blank zones. No political powers claimed it. Don't even have their own government.
And here come two random world powers to invade their land and blow the crap out of their mountain range with objects. I can't see how the locals would like us very much.
That's not just here. I don't think any country wants to be a battlefield for objects.
Platoon Charlie, no enemy combatants discovered. All we found are railguns buried in the soil, connected to thick power cables.
Platoon Hotel. It's all clear on our end.
Platoons Echo through Hotel. Expand the search radius to 5 clicks and continue looking. The rest of the platoons will head back to shore and construct the base zones. No baths or beds without a base, so you better get to it.
At least we didn't get assigned to constructing the base zone.
You say that now, but knowing our luck, we'll stumble into the mass driver object any second.
You don't happen to know why this area is called the Iguazu, do you?
It's named after the Iguazu River, one of the biggest in the world. Look at this. No sign of an object passing through anywhere. Doesn't make sense. Platoon Hotel here. We've investigated the area as directed, but haven't seen any indication of the mass driver foundation.
Good work, everyone. We have a little bit of time to figure out what our next move will be. I guess I'll grant you the rare privilege of sitting down to rest. Enjoy a nice long break. Relax and get your stamina back.
This is not helping my stamina.
Hey, Quenther, where do you think they could be hiding that mass driver object?
Let's see. I was looking at the map earlier, and there's a coal mine around here. Don't know if it's big enough to hide a 50M class object, though. But it's not like we ever managed to find the object in Antarctica that was supplying the power. I wonder, could they really have a stealth object that can't be detected by radar? Huh?
Over here, Quenther! I just somehow managed to get invited to tea by an elderly farmer couple.
Tea in the middle of a battlefield?
Well, it's not a battlefield to them, it's their land. Their daughter and her husband don't visit much, so they seem kind of lonely.
You are being way too chill! They need to evacuate!
Sure, of course, right after tea. Come on, man, just relax. Unless you'd rather eat those rations.
They're not drinking coffee?
Look, dude, you can have tea or styrofoam.
Holy crud. This is like a beautiful vision of world peace.
War really does get in the way of all the nice things. Huh?
Legitimate Kingdom 37th Mechanized Maintenance Battalion. This is Major Hal Reed Copacabana, Legitimate Kingdom 52nd Mechanized Maintenance Battalion.
Oh, crap. What does Hal Reed want?
Who's that?
He's the Bright Hopper elite pilot and also a member of the nobility.
The one the princess is getting forced into the mock battle with?
Your battalion's coming from the Amazon region? We'll plot a course through Central America to rendezvous. It would be optimal if we could team up to vanquish the mass drivers. Would that be feasible with our schedule?
This is Major Frolacia Capistrano speaking.
I've confirmed your plotted course of travel. I'm worried it's too far. Your cooperation would be a boon to the mission. But if we can't wait, we must commence with the operation as scheduled.
Roger that. Pity. That leaves me no choice but to hope for your failure in destroying the mass driver object. That would force it to flee northward, where we will then finish it off.
Is it just me? Or is he demanding we wound it and leave the final blow to him?
Unfortunately, unlike the 52nd, we don't have the surplus manpower to chase it around the country.
If we have the chance to kill it, we will. I'm sorry to let you down, but I hope you won't be too upset.
Frolacia, if you want my personal opinion, I would advise that you meekly accept my wishes. Public and private.
What the hell was that?
They've actually got some history with each other. But it doesn't sound like Frolacia's very happy she knows him. You know?
It's weird to hear Frolacia let someone get to her like that.
No kidding. This has that distinct air of aristocratic nastiness. I guess the beautiful noblewoman's got troubles of her own.
Hold on. Miss Frolacia's nobility?
Yeah, it's common knowledge.
To who?
Quenther, Havia, change of plans. Get back to the base, double time.
I want to settle this mission quickly before the Bright Hopper can interfere. They're not screwing up our operation.
Oh, you will be a fun one to tame.